rut's full steam right now and they're bugling good. He's arrowed. Sounds pretty good. Oh, yes. Right. Well, just getting started here. So I've been scouting all summer, know the location of a handful of bulls, and so just trying to hit some vantage points, but we're all fogged in this morning. So the hunt I had planned, we had to make a different plan. So here we are. But it's a great opportunity. I've got that moose tag, I've got an elk tag, mule deer tag, bear tag. So we got a lot of tags in our pocket here. So we're gonna have some fun and cover some country, turn up some critters. Back right before this fog rolled in, I had a small bull elk down here below me, and just kind of working around. But yeah, we just can't see much here. We may drop down to the valley and keep hunting, but should be a good week. September 16th, season opened yesterday, and so these bulls should start getting into the rut. Couldn't be any better. Bow hunting. Wild, dude. Moose pack. And a good one, too. He's got big fronts. Really heavy. That is sweet. All right below us. So we're just working around this side hill, and like I say, we've got a moose tag, we've got an elk tag. It's the middle of the rut. We heard a couple bulls bugling, drop down in here. We've got to look at a good 6. Actually, he's a small 6. We're gonna pass him, but feel like there could be a better bull in here. I can hear him bugling back and forth, so just trying to get an eyeball on him. And looked over here, and for my other tag, I saw a 3x4 muley. So he's got his velvet all rubbed off. He's pretty. He's not quite there for right now, but maybe there's another buck with him. So getting into some critters. We're starting early this morning. Heard a couple bugles up here, so we're chased them in the dark, trying to get ourselves close so when the lights come on, we're right there. So a couple different bulls bugling. We're stoked. Here we go. I love to use lightweight footwear. So I use these Burley mountain shoes that have a Vibram sole. They're made by Zamberlan. And I've just always believed a pound on the foot is like 10 on the back. To carry an extra pound on your foot, you know, I may take 30,000 steps in a day. That's an extra 30,000 pounds that I have to carry on my legs. And so I'll use these lightweight shoes. The other thing I really like is that they bow hunt really well. I can stalk animals in them. They're quieter than a boot. So these just work really well for me. So the next time you're out west, try to run a pair of these shoes instead of those big heavy boots. They work wonders. Sweet. It's just a little small. It's a decent 6 point. Wasn't quite there. Well, we got, a couple different tags here, and we know there's a bunch of elk in this drainage here, so we popped up this morning, and we heard a couple bulls bugling up above us, and so we just gave chase. It was just textbook. It was like we had these downhill thermals coming at us. We just kept pushing up, kind of got in behind them. Tried to kind of slow down anytime we'd get close. We saw some cows cross up above us and heard them bugle over here. Kind of kept coming up the hill. I mean, he came by at 30 and then he was 50, 60. Heck, he's still bugling right over this hill right here. But we don't want to tempt ourselves. He's right on the edge. He's a nice looking 6 point, but
just not quite what I'm after this season. So we'll let them be up here and head on down. Maybe hunt moose on the way down, and keep hunting. Man, we had some good hunting in here this morning. There was bulls bugling in here, so we're hiked back in here. We just heard a bull above us. So, hunting elk, gonna go try to catch up to one of those big ones. This is sweet. We're at the spot. It's tough country to hunt. We're almost just using their bugles to locate them. You can't see real far and then really slowing down when we get close to them. It's not very glassable country, but the rut's full steam right now and they're bugling good, so we're gonna go catch up to one. Evening here, gosh. We're just chasing a couple bulls, sounded like really good bulls. We had the one just in front of us. We just get close and try to slow play it. He was right in front of us. We could hear him glunking at one point. And I know he never caught our wind. Went all the way up this ridge. We followed him up there. Then he circled and came back down and up the other ridge. And then, I don't know where he went. We had a bull up above us too. It sounded pretty good. We worked up there, had a good wind for the majority of it. Got a little dicey at times, but I thought he was high enough on the hill. And now it's just quiet. I'm not sure what happened here. So we're gonna sit and listen. See if we can catch a bull and on our way down.
So we've been hunting elk in this drainage, and then I was just walking along and I saw this obsidian point here. So this is like the tip of an arrowhead. That's just wild. You know, our ancestors thousands of years ago, hunters-gatherers, were doing the same thing that I'm doing here. Shooting a bow and arrow, hunting wild animals. This is just crazy to find and crazy connection to my hunting heritage. And just wild to be in the same drainage that I'm hunting elk.
Basically, there's branches broke all the way to the top of my bow. Man, just action. There's two bulls that were bugling back and forth. One was the 5x6 from the other day. The other was a good 6-point. We tried to shoot him all night. We were just on the edge of his cows. Had one window that he came through bow range. We couldn't get a shot. And got aggressive here at last light, tried to make it across this meadow, put ourselves in range. And I don't know if one of the cows picked us up, but barked at us. I think that's it. Man, what action. Probably bugled 100 times tonight. It doesn't get any better on elk other than arrowing that thing. All right, well, another evening hunt here. We're up on top, higher elevation. Yeah, we're just looking around, see if we can spot something. Spotted a bunch of elk out this ridge last weekend. So seeing if they're still in. I know a couple moose have been spotted down this bottom, so we'll keep our eyes open for them. And just gonna cruise down this ridge line, make a hunt. Got about an hour and a half left of light. Pretty windy, it's gonna be tough to hear bugles, but pretty open country, so hopefully we see them coming out in one of these parks. Beautiful range.
A lot of guys are scared to use expandables on elk. This is the Evolution hide broadhead, so it's a hybrid between a fixed and then a mechanical, as it's got a fixed blade here, and then this opens to an 1 5/8 cut. But I just find that these expandables, they fly so good, they're so forgiving, so I can hit the center of where I'm aiming. And if I can hit that bull in the heart, lungs, or liver, he dies, and it does a bunch of damage. And it also, if I miss my spot, I have a bigger cut and a bigger chance of getting that elk. So I love shooting expandables. I shoot them for antelope, I shoot them for deer, and I also shoot them for elk. So don't be afraid to use these expandables on elk.
Sounds pretty good. What a cool encounter, man. He's arrowed. Okay. Epic action tonight. Hopefully you guys got to see the kill shot. Me and Josiah were working so hard in this brush to try to get a shot the last few days. I was in full draw. I think I was totally focused on the bull. I thought Josiah said I got him, and he said I don't got him. Wait a sec, but hopefully we got him. Arrow hit him solid center of body. It's a hair back. I'm hoping it angled up in him, but just to be safe, we're just gonna leave him tonight. We'll come back in and sneak in here in the morning and pick up the blood trail, so.
Well, fresh morning here. We hit that bull late last night, right at dark. I see that arrow was a touch back, just hoping it angled up in him. So we're gonna dirt bike down this trail a couple miles and then hike down in and take up that blood trail and go find our bull. He's a nice 6-point, so just hoping that arrow did its job. Man, it's just amazing being able here. This range is so cool to hunt elk in. We're at 9,000 feet right now, or probably even a touch more. So shot this bull way up in the high country. Just amazing. We just got to go collect our bull and then get him out of here. So touch bases with the recovery. Oh, yes. Oh, we found him. We just came in here this morning. He died 100 yards from where we shot him.
I was worried about the shot, but that puts my mind at ease seeing him. Oh man, my stuff. Oh, just a great bull. Down. Awesome elk season, awesome encounter last night. I say it was just a long night worrying about my shot and if I killed him, but he's laying over there dead as doornail, so we did our job, so. Oh, he's a good bull, dude. Oh, heck yeah. Amazing, man. I just love hunting elk. What a bull. Gosh, this big fella. Here he is, bull down. Just so stoked, man. What a great mountain bull. Great times, great adventure. Man, did I get in some action. Not only last night on this bull was epic, the night before on a great big 6-point. I just love September in the mountains. It just doesn't get any better than this. Just pure excitement and thrill. Been working all year long to get this opportunity to be in scouting this mountain range hard, putting a bunch of miles in, and then going hard since season got here and able to catch up to this nice 6-point. I just couldn't be happier. There is nothing funner than hunting the West for elk, for mule deer. It's just the ultimate adventure. And to kill this bull at 9,000 feet up here in the high country, way back in the back country, is just absolutely amazing. I'm Cloud 9. You're not going to be able to wipe this smile off my face for a while. Bow hunting is beautiful. Love it. Meat care is so important, especially with a big bull elk like this. There's a lot of great meat that's going to feed my family all year long. So this meat, we got it all butchered up yesterday, hung it up last night, got down into 30 degrees, so all this meat cooled down. Now that it's morning, we're going to get this meat all in the cooler in there. It'll keep cool till I can get it butchered up and get it in the freezer. But it's just key to be able to move this meat around, get air around it, get it cooled off. You have 6 hours to cool this meat to 55 degrees or you have rapid bacteria growth. So just important, we use the fresh mountain air, the cool nights up here to cool our meat. If it was going to be warm at night, then I'd get it in the cooler with ice. It's important when you get it in that cooler not to get it wet. So what I'll do is I'll put blocks in there, wood in there to keep my meat above the ice, above the water line. That way I can get a good chill on the meat. But there's nothing better than air around that meat in these cool mountain nights.